Are you looking for the best dehumidifiers for basements? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best dehumidifiers on the market before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Homelabs Dehumidifier with Pump. Our favorite dehumidifier for basements of all sizes and conditions is the Homelabs 50 pint dehumidifier with pump. This dehumidifier is rated to handle huge basements up to 4,500 square feet, with a drain hose and pump that are essential for disposing of huge amounts of moisture. It also has a comfort mode that helps keep any size basement at the right humidity level. We also love that it includes Wi-Fi connectivity, which is very useful for remote monitoring if you don't spend a lot of time down in your basement. This dehumidifier has a sleek look that we thought fit in with the decor in our finished basement much better than other dehumidifiers we've used. We set it up in the 1,500 square foot basement of a home not far from the Long Island Sound that experiences plenty of environmental humidity, with additional moisture from a nearby laundry room, and it managed to maintain a comfortable humidity level while running almost continuously through a humid summer and then more intermittently the rest of the year. The viewing window on the tank is a little hard to see, but it has an indicator light for when the tank is full, and you can also connect it to a phone app to receive alerts. We emptied the tank manually about once each day due to a high level of humidity, but noticed that it didn't fill up as fast after we fixed a problem with the dryer vent. After that we only had to empty it a few times each week during the muggiest part of the summer. It also has a built-in pump and comes with a long drain hose if you have a convenient basement floor drain or want to pump into a sink or out a window. At number 2. Dreo 110 pint dehumidifier. When a dehumidifier is out of sight and out of mind down in your basement, great safety features like those found in the Dreo 711S can give you extra peace of mind. Safety features include thermal protection to prevent overheating, surge protection, a child lock, and a tilt sensor with auto shutoff that really stands out. The child lock and anti-tilt features are great for homes with finished basements that serve as play areas for small children and pets. With a high moisture removal rate that's second only to our best for large basements pick, this dehumidifier is suitable for big basements and high humidity from poor insulation, laundry rooms, and other sources. This model doesn't have a pump, but it does have a continuous mode if you have a floor drain in your basement. If you don't have a floor drain, the tank is big enough that it can run for 8 hours at maximum capacity before it needs emptying. It's a little hard to see when it's full, but the phone app can send you an alert when it's time to empty. Dreo doesn't provide a noise rating, but it's a little loud in our experience. We can watch TV and hold conversations with it running, but we have to turn the volume up or talk louder than normal, so keep that in mind if your basement doubles as a living room. At number 3. Homelabs 3,500 square feet dehumidifier with pump. This Homelabs dehumidifier works well in especially damp basement spaces, like laundry rooms with poor ventilation, thanks to its powerful moisture removal capabilities. We tested it in over 75% humidity, in both a kitchen and a very moist basement, and love how it adjusts automatically to maintain a comfortable environment. For especially damp basements, you can leave uncovered clothing racks nearby, and they'll dry without ill effects or scents, often associated with damp basement laundry rooms. This dehumidifier sits in the middle range for both room coverage and moisture removal, so it's more than powerful enough for a closed-off laundry room, a multi-car garage, or an open-plan basement. The drain hose provides an easy way to dispose of water into a floor drain, or you can use the pump to empty through a window, if your basement has that option. The bucket is a decent size, too. It's bigger than our best quiet pick, which has 3 times the moisture removal capacity, and it's easy to remove to empty and clean. We feel like this dehumidifier is on the noisy side. Not an issue for unattended basement use, but it's loud enough to interfere with conversations or force you to turn up the TV volume when used in an occupied living space. At number 4. Waykar Dehumidifier. If you have a finished basement with bedrooms or shared living spaces, then a noisy dehumidifier can really get in the way of your daily routine. The Waykar Smart Dehumidifier is our favorite option for those situations because it makes even less noise than some fans we've tested, let alone dehumidifiers. This dehumidifier has a rated noise level of 40 dB, which is significantly lower than most of our other favorite basement dehumidifiers. It wouldn't get shushed in a library. Our overall best recommendation is rated at 50 dB, which is technically 10 times louder due to the way decibel measurements work, but it's perceived by your ear as about twice as loud. When you turn this dehumidifier on, you'll hear a low rumble that quickly fades into the background. You can easily carry on conversations, watch TV without turning up the volume, and even sleep soundly without any noisy interruptions. This model is perfect if you have bedrooms in your basement, because the auto mode adjusts the humidity based on the temperature in the room to provide a comfortable environment, while the dehumidifier remains whisper quiet. There's also a version with a pump if you don't have a floor drain in your basement, but the one we tested only has continuous drain without a pump. At number 5. Honeywell 30 Pint Smart Dehumidifier. The Honeywell Smart Dehumidifier is an effective, versatile, and compact unit, think, the size of a carry-on suitcase. We think it's especially great for smaller basements or other areas in your home that are less frequented, due to all of the impressive smart features. While testing over 6 months, we loved receiving alerts via an easy-to-install app when the water tank needed emptying instead of manually checking it. On the app, you can also check live humidity readings and monitor if the room is set to your desired percentage. When using this dehumidifier in a small hallway between 2 bathrooms, it was almost too effective and made the air dry, so we adjusted the fan level in the app. The app can then automatically adjust the humidity level on the dehumidifier based on the weather in your surrounding area. We found it especially helpful to take the guesswork out of running this dehumidifier accurately. It also remembers your previous settings. We found the continuous hose system to be essential during the humid summer months in Birmingham, Alabama, where we were emptying a tank 2 to 3 times a day, hose included. However, if you do rely on the tank, we found it not too cumbersome to empty manually. It has a handle and splash guard to make the trip to a drain less stressful. At number 6. ProBreeze PB-03. If you only need a dehumidifier to remove moisture from a small space in your basement, such as a storage closet under the stairs, the ProBreeze PB-03 is worth considering. It's a much different proposition than the other, more conventional models on this list. Its dehumidification capacity is downright pitiful, even compared to a fairly compact unit like the Waykar PD-160B. Of course, it isn't intended for the same purpose. The ProBreeze highly compact size makes it ideal for tight spaces. If you stick it in an enclosed room or semi-enclosed area, it'll be almost inaudible, as it emits only 44.6 dBA of noise while running. Its heat output is also practically negligible. This dehumidifier has a very small water tank and lacks support for continuous drainage. However, since its dehumidification rate is so slow, neither of those things is a significant concern. You'll only really need to empty the tank every week or so, even if you leave it running continuously. Additionally, it shuts off automatically when the tank is full, eliminating the risk of overflow.